Hello and welcome to Purple Table Tarot. My name is Robin and I will be reading for Aquarius today. So Aquarius, we're going to be doing a summer lovin' reading. I'll look into your energy at the moment. If you're thinking about love, what's going on, all those things. And then I'll look into June, July, and August and get a bit of a forecast on how your situation will progress and if you can expect to meet anybody new or whatever is happening. All kinds of different things are coming out for people, right? And I'll cleanse the space and the cards. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, all kinds of things have been coming out for people. I really like this reading because, and what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put it in the rotation for like a 3-month forecast, you know. This time around I called it Summer Lovin', but because, you know, it's like summer is fun and like, you know, people have little things in the summertime and you know, it's just some of that kind of like fun, footloose, and fancy-free kind of energy. And so I thought that would be a really cute title, and it's playing out in different ways for a lot of different people. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out for you. The other thing is, I would love it if you would comment, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. My goal is to get more subscribers, and if it resonates, fantastic. If it does not, go ahead and check your other placements. And all my readings are timeless, okay? I don't put like a date range on them, except for this one's like June, July, August, right? This is really the only kind of timed one. But either way, let's get into your message and see what you can expect. I have the Lovers here as a significator. And now I want to invite Spirit in with so much grace, love, and gratitude for a message, requesting a message for Aquarius for their greatest and highest good at this time. Please and thank you. Okay, the other thing is that with the Summer Lovin' read, this could also include if you're already in a relationship as well. I forgot to mention that earlier. Okay, bottom of the deck energy, 9 of Wands. So there could be a little bit of guardedness playing out right now on some level. Perhaps you're feeling a little battle weary. You could be having squabbles with folks. Could be feeling a little defensive, but ultimately it's like you're in it to win it, you know, like despite the battle fatigue, you're continuing to, you know, move on, still engage in whatever it is. It's kind of wearing you down a little bit. Okay. So that's also an invitation for you to take really good care of yourself. If you need to step away, take a little break. You don't have to completely stay in the battle zone, right? Okay, So where you're at right now, we have the Sun, happiest card in the deck, okay? You could also be in a space right now with yourself of things are coming to light. Some light could be casting on something that you hadn't been aware of before. You know, some illumination. But ultimately, it's beautiful, rich energy. And I really love how the Sun, it's like, yes, this is the summertime card. It's Leo energy, okay? But it's happy times, it's warmth, it's connection, it's growth. All of those things that we would attribute to the Sun. Beautiful. It's like the happiest card in the deck, okay? So you're in a good spot right now, Aquarius, which is really nice. And so for June, we have the Ten of Pentacles. That's why I said earlier, I'm like, yeah, this could also include you being in something already, okay? So Ten of Pentacles, you want for nothing. Things are settled. You also are paying attention to and having to give attention and time to a lot of different areas in your life that are connected with the here and now, the grounded, the tangibles, just, you know, like school, work, kids, appointments, money, partnership, home, in-laws, like it's all the things. And so while the Ten of Pentacles speaks to a very strong kind of locked in energy, like you got life on lock and it just keeps rolling, it can also begin to feel a bit overwhelming sometimes, okay? So keep that in mind. In July, we have the Hierophant. You could be getting more in touch with your spiritual side in the month of July. You could be receiving some like cosmic downloads. You know, the Hierophant is like the channel through which God speaks. The Hierophant can guide us in our practice and in our journey of like what we adopt for ourselves as our guiding principles. Excuse me. So it's like in the month of July, really just thinking about that and being with that for yourself, you know, there's like your own personal ethics are going to come into play in July on some level. Your higher knowing, you know, getting in alignment or staying in alignment with your higher self, right? Okay. In August, Queen of Pentacles. Nice. Queen of Pentacles, I mean, you're really, you know, you could even be thinking a lot about where you're at right now in the month of June with all the things, all of your tangibles, and then maybe you're kind of like, I want to, you know, maybe start a business or something. I don't know. Like Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing energy. And the other thing about the Queen of Pentacles is that when she's very generous, very patient, nurturing, kind, loving, very, very good with money, and is not going to overstretch herself, okay? She is somebody that when she gives to you, she's giving to you, but with not an expectation of some sort of big return. She's giving to you out of the pure kindness of her heart and her energy, and she provides a presence, like not presence, but like her presence is like fully there. You know, it's like if she's going to take time out of her, you know, Wednesday afternoon to go and like volunteer with the particular group or organization, it's like she's all there. And she's not going to commit to anything that doesn't have the energy for. So this is really beautiful, strong energy This is saying that, yeah, like you have enough. Your bandwidth is good, you know. You're not overextending yourself. Like all of this is really good, strong, positive energy. And there's something about your personal mores, ethics, your moral compass coming into play in the month of July. And so we'll see what's up with this, because it's very interesting that the Nine of Wands is here on the bottom of the deck. You know, what is it that you're feeling guarded about? Has it been feeling a bit overwhelming this month with the Ten of Pentacles? Are you looking to shift something in the month of August, or shift something this summer that's actually going to be more in alignment with your spirituality, your higher self? Let's look. Okay, tell me about the Sun. What is going on for Aquarius right now and the Sun? Three of Swords, wasn't expecting that. Four of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Very interesting. Not what I would expect to clarify the Sun. But as I said in the beginning of the reading, the Sun can also illuminate something. So ultimately what I'm seeing is that despite this Sun, you could very well have happiness all around you. You know, and with the Ten of Pentacles, it's like you could want for nothing, but it can also feel very overwhelming at times. And with the Four of Cups, that speaks to such a long-standing emotional stability that now it's just kind of gotten boring, or there's something about it that's just like, meh. It's almost as, it's like, it's here, you've had it for so long, so there could be feelings of restlessness and wanting to shake things up, or feeling like there's a part of you that's like taking this stuff for granted, maybe. And no judgment, it's just that can happen sometimes, especially when we like got life on lock with a partner and everything. It could start to veer into the lane of boredom, you know. And so with the Four of Cups here, it's like, yeah, there's some dissatisfied, bored energy. The Four of Cups speaks specifically to a long-term emotional stability, but so emotional that it's gotten boring, okay? Where it has it has moments of boring. Maybe it's lost its oomph on some level. Three of Wands is a gateway, it's an integration, it's a moving forward of some kind. It's also waiting for something. So, you know, it's like, what do you want to do? There's a restlessness here. There's a restless energy. I don't get the sense that you want to leave your partner, but I get the sense that you may be thinking that, like, if anything is going to shift and change and get more exciting or like whatever, like shake things up, that would include leaving them or changing the dynamic or some sort of something that would bring on some heartbreak, some pain, some Three of Swords here. Three of Swords, Three of Wands. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. You know, despite this happiness, especially how it appears from the outside, there's something about being on the inside of this house there's, if you look at it on paper and even in a picture, you're just like, why would anybody be bummed out in any way about this? But like I said, you know, long-term stability can often bring down feelings of boredom. And then just the thought that, you know, shaking things up would upset you or your partner. You know, granted, shaking things up is going to upset the homeostasis on some level, but that can look many different ways. Maybe this just came to me now here, is that maybe you do have a partnership and it is lovely and it's all beautiful, but you are feeling bummed out because you're waiting for them to come home. You know, maybe they're having to be away for work and you're just like, I'm waiting for my honey to come home. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, let's look at the month of June. 10 of Pentacles. Magician, 7 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, you're wanting to manifest something. You're wanting to grow something, right? But it's not fully coming in the way that you would like, but you're continuing to invest and you're definitely not letting any of this go. Like, this is so important to you that you're kind of like, I got this on lock. Like, this is my life, this is my family, this is my stability. And there's a conflict within you right now between, you know, trying to, since there is some sense of boredom here, it's like trying to grow something new or invest in some sort of new thing to integrate it into this picture. You know, I don't get the sense that you're wanting to go outside of your life to like basically blow it all up and start something new. You know, that's not what I see here. What I see here is like, yeah, like what else can we add to this? What else can we invest in to kind of breathe some life back into it? That's what I'm seeing. Because, you know, this is with the 4 of Pentacles, it's like a lot of times we feel like, well, I cannot give up any aspect of this because it's all I have. But with the 10 of Pentacles, that could speak to having so much, where it's just so much to pay attention to and so much to tend to in life that it's like then the 3D just kind of like takes over, right? Like your 3D tangible day to day, just like it kind of becomes, even though it's beautiful and it's life, it just can kind of become drudgery or like a slog or mundane, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't get the sense you want to like blow this up and like do something else. I feel like you're just wanting to like bring some sort of life into it. But yet I get the sense that you're not entirely sure what that is. So, you know, like in the month of July, I see like a lot of reflection happening. You could also have a lot of feelings and thoughts of like, well, if I'm going to do something, I got to do it like this. You know, I got to do it by the book. You know, there's a little bit of a rigidity with the Hierophant. And the way I'm seeing these energies, the way I'm seeing these energies, it feels as though what the situation needs might be a little bit more spontaneity to add vibrance back into the mix. The Hierophant, clarified by the Two of Cups, the Justice, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah. This is coming together with your partner with a lot of love and compassion and care, having a conversation about what is going to bring balance back into this relationship, to balance the 3D with the spontaneity, to balance the 3D with the spiritual, with the soul, with like just connecting. What makes you guys feel alive? What makes you guys feel connected? Because, you know, with all the day-to-day stuff, you can begin to feel bored and disconnected, where every discussion you have is, what's the plan for today? Oh, we're doing this. What's for dinner? You know, it's just like that kind of stuff. While it's all important, you know, we all need to, you know, negotiate who's taking the kids to soccer or wherever, or whatever, you know. But that kind of thing, that protracted, like if that kind of living is just kind of, if that's all you guys connect on, you definitely can begin to feel disconnected. You could begin to feel bored. You could begin to feel like it's just kind of a, you know, pain in the ass sometimes. And so what this is saying is connect with your partner. You guys, you got to connect with your partner. Connect with the heart, connect with the love, the feelings, talk to each other about how you're feeling. And I get the sense that I get the sense that you see this potential conversation as something that could hurt your partner, because you really don't want your partner to feel like you find them boring. So I think that the approach would best be, hey, I really miss you. Like, I feel like we spend so much of our time like talking about the day-to-day and all the things, but I really want us to connect. Like, in what ways can we do that, you know? Because the Hierophant also stands for commitment. A marriage is, people call it the marriage card. I like to think of it more as like the spiritual. The other piece that could be happening here as well is there could be discussions with a therapist or a consultant, because Hierophants can also, they do symbolize people that we look up to, seeking counsel. If you guys are like spiritual, then it could be, you know, talking to your pastor or whatever kind of like leader that you have in your spiritual community. The Justice can also denote divorce. So that could be true for some of you, but I don't see that. I get the sense that this is more along the lines of a couple of folks who have just kind of found themselves in a bit of a rut. But you've been wanting to manifest new growth. Like that's something that is really dawning on you this month. And there's conflict about it because it's like, well, what else could I want for anything? There's something else here with wanting to invest in new growth and revive this feeling, this relationship, just breathing new life into it. But yet there's something that you're also rigidly hanging on to that you need to consider and think about what it is that you might need to loosen up about in order to bring that in. To bring in that verve, that newness that you're seeking, that something that just kind of reinvigorates. And so, in July, it could possibly mean, you could be having a discussion with your partner to reestablish like balance. Balance between work and play and intimacy and tangibles and connectivity and, are you guys spreading yourselves a little bit too thin when it comes to like your engagement with all the practicalities of day-to-day life, Perhaps this discussion will, perhaps you and your person will come to the conclusion that something needs to be cut out. But you guys are in this together, whether or not you just discuss it to each other or whether or not you take this and do a few sessions with a couples counselor. Okay, so let's look at August. Queen of Pentacles. The World, Page of Wands, and the Five of Swords. So what this is telling me is that like I had just said earlier, perhaps something needs to be cut out, right? To make space for the things that are going to breathe new life into your partnership, into your home, into your family, into your whole scene, right? And with the World here, that says to me that you guys are closing out some kind of cycle. Closing out a cycle. Moving forward with a lot of optimism and verve and the nurturing and care and love of like a seasoned individual and even in a seasoned relationship. A lot of nurturing, a lot of love, a lot of patience as things shift. And with that, since August seems to be the month of some kind of movement and not even just physical movement of like moving away, although, you know, this could also denote travel. So this could very well be like you need to move. Maybe you're going to move and relocate. This could also be wanting to plan some kind of trip, whatever. But yeah, there is a closing out of a cycle. There's new verve. And with things moving and shifting and getting a bit shaken up in the month of August, there of course is going to be conflict. There of course is going to be disagreements on how things are done. There could even be a little bit of lying to oneself, or, you know, deceiving oneself could stand for self-sabotage. But, you know, like sidestepping an issue that really needs to be discussed, that's a part, and it's inextricable from this, but you're like, well, maybe we can still work this out without addressing this particular thing, because this is a hot button issue. Could be money, could be, you know, different conflicting ideas about the situation, conflicting communication styles when it comes to, you know, coming together to the negotiation table. But, you know, ultimately what I see is a couple that is very happy with each other and their situation, but one or both of you have gotten bored. And are still in it to win it. See, that's the other thing. The 9 of Wands. You're battle weary, but you're still in it to win it. You're not bailing out. I don't see bailout energy here. I see negotiation energy here. I see people working together here. And that something is going to shift. There's a cycle that is going to close. I'm getting a strong feeling that you guys could be relocating in the month of August. And then, of course, you know, the frustrations come up through that process and la-di-da. Okay, so the bottom of the deck energy for the clarifiers is the Hanged Man. All right? So it's like that says to me that you have been sitting in this energy for a while, waiting. When's the right time to bring this up? Because bringing this up and suggesting this change or wanting to shake things up, shift it, move, whatever it is. I don't know what it is specifically, but that it's going to be painful because it's disrupting the homeostasis on some level. Anytime we disrupt our homeostasis, even if we're bored as can be with our homeostasis, when we begin to shift and shake things up, it brings up some painful feelings. All kinds of things can get triggered, you know? But I see you as waiting for the right time to bring this up because you are just like, I'm stagnating here. What's going on? There's some stagnation. Wow, like we need to talk about this. We need to move. Energy needs to move on some level. So with the Hangman, I would say surrendering to what is and not stagnating in that energy, but you can, it's an invitation, I believe, to take some time and to really just kind of sit in the raw feelings of what is going on, how you feel, what you want, like just kind of like sitting with it, and then opening yourself up to your inner voice to come in and tell you what to do, and to kind of say, this is the best, this feels good to me. This way of communicating this would feel really good to me. You know, taking in consideration of yourself and your person, or your people, you know, because you could have a lot more than just one person here, you know. But when you get a sense that all your thoughts are coming in are kind of like at odds with each other, this is also an invitation to try to quiet the mind so that the perspective can shift and that the divine truth, as it were, can come in to you. The Hierophant is also, you know, like I said earlier, the person who, you know, speaks with spirit, right? So to me, Aquarius, it looks like things are going to be shifting and things are going to be getting a little bit of a shakeup. Right now, you know that you're definitely in it to win it with your person. And there's big changes on the horizon, and it's been difficult to know when to bring this up. But I feel like you're definitely going to be bringing this up in July. Because right now, in the month of June, you are feeling like this. And I get the sense that you're trying to work this out on your own. How can I grow this? How can I fix this? How can I do this? Without having to open up and talk about it and blah, 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 right? But in the month of July, I feel like that's when you're going to be coming together with your person to have a conversation. And, you know, just remember to bring your empathy game with you, okay? Always lead with empathy and care and compassion. Even if the message that you have to deliver is a harsh one, there's ways in which to phrase it that doesn't undercut the honesty of what you're trying to convey, but is also preserving the dignity of your partner and yourself or anyone that you're speaking to, okay? So I'm going to leave it there for the tarot portion, and I will go ahead and give you some oracle cards. Close it off with some oracle cards. Maintaining boundaries. Today I will gain a new awareness of those areas where I need healthier boundaries. I will release my naive assumption that the other person is always right. I will exchange that view for trusting and listening to myself. Trusting and listening to myself. And setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. Okay? Let me put that over here. Surrender worry. Very good. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. I'm going to put that over the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Campanula. Alignment. Yes. Campanula bells are ringing in the spirit of abundance from the limitless universal source. helping you align your thoughts, words, and actions with your true self, which knows no limitations. Focus on all you have achieved instead of dwelling on all there is yet to do. Okay, I'm going to read that again. Focus on all that you have achieved instead of dwelling on all there is yet to do. Be well, be happy. Yep, I'm going to put that right next to the 10 of Pentacles there. Okay, Aquarius, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and do all the YouTubey things. Help your friend out here, and I will see you next time. Okay, thanks. Bye.